Welcome to the Shakaama Live Show with your host, Shakaama. Please be sure to like and comment and share the video. If I can get my real fans to actually share the videos, it could go a very long way to actually rescuing this channel from the brink of destruction. I am $300 in the hole coming out of December because I was so sick and didn't do videos every day. So today I'm trying to make up for it now. Please donate. Okay, here we are. 10 things surrounding the divorce, right? 10 stats. Oh, and by the way, I have merch. You can buy the merch. You should be able to see the merch, the little bar underneath the video. Number 1, divorce rate is at a 40-year low. Isn't that amazing? But, number 2, guess what? Marriage is at a 40-year low. Number 3, pregnancy is at a 40-year low. We understand that a lot of marriages are started because the woman got pregnant. That is a very common thing, and you would think that would be stopped, but no, that is not stopped. That is the nature of being a man, that if the woman says she's pregnant, he will go ahead and ask her to get married. Or the dad might suggest that they get married, if you know what I mean. Number 4, dating is at a 40-year low. Now, on the other side of the coin, number 5, women over 50 are now the majority getting divorced. And guess what? Women over 59 in the black community are the majority of black women who get divorced. The black people are the number 2 least divorced. The Asians are number 1. Number 6, women over 40 are now the majority giving birth. Number 7, women out earning their husbands are 200% more likely to get a divorce. Started by the woman. So she makes more money and leaves him. But unfortunately, if you look at the law and the legal system now, if you make more money in the relationship, you are the one who has to pay the alimony, child support, etc., right? So if she makes more money and then she divorces him, she then has to pay all the stuff. Gone are the days where it's just women taken from the man. When women make more money than the man, they assume the role and the position of the man in the relationship. And so she then has to pay everything in the divorce. They now try and be insulting and call it manimony. It's just alimony. There was never a gender associated with alimony. Number 8, women said resentment was the number 1 cause of divorce, followed by infidelity. Not sure who, though, in the actual study. More than likely it's hers, because that's my information, that women actually cheat more than men. Why? Because they can. A man has to wait for a woman to say yes, contrary to what you've heard on the mainstream media. And number 3, the main cause of divorce is money. So that's third down the list. Which, 20, 30 years ago, money was the number 1 cause. But now, since women have their own jobs, and if you're under 40, if you're 40 and under, more than likely, and you're a woman, you are making more money than the man. And then number 10, instead of working in a marriage, women feel divorce is easier. This is coming from an actual woman empowerment coach. She had said that her particular divorce was over irreconcilable differences, but she has grown more wiser and a little bit more jaded as she's practiced her trade of trying to empower the women's And she has found lately that women literally are divorcing simply because it's easier than actually working on the relationship or working on themselves. She said that she had her personal hairdresser started confiding in her about her own relationship when she told her what she did for a living. And she said, I asked my husband for a divorce, and then all of a sudden he now does everything that I wanted him to do, but it's too little too late. And so then the woman's empowerment coach said, it's too little too late, but he's doing what you want. She says, what would happen if you just gave it one last try and you were loving and caring to him? She said, I bet when he comes through the door, he can do absolutely nothing, and you are already insulting him and are mad at him and resent him. And the hairdresser said, wow, you really called it. That is true. She said, you have built up this resentment for no reason, and probably whatever he was doing that made you mad in the first place was absolutely nothing to begin with. And she said, yes. She said, why don't you give it an actual try and you be loving to him, since he is now doing everything that you actually wanted, which is what she said, that once she said she's going to get a divorce from him, that he overnight started doing everything that she wanted. It's very comical, but in my reading and other stuff, we were talking about gender roles, and we were talking about men in marriage versus women in marriage. And it was said that men will stay in an uncomfortable marriage forever. Doesn't matter then. Why? More than likely it's because the nature of an actual man, a masculine man, is to stay the course and just simply grin and bear it. This is why men are taught not to cry and so forth and so on, right? You're supposed to just grin and bear it. Why? Because in any sort of situation where some sort of emergency comes up or anything comes up, a man is supposed to stay steadfast. That is the civilization of a man, that a man has to keep his wits about him and stay in his mind and have the presence of mind to keep his concentration and focus in an emergency, because it is not logical for him to fly out the handle. Then what will become of him and the people that depend on him? This is why the men run into burning buildings. This is why the men are there when there's floods happening, and the man is the one who stays. This is because he is the responsible one. Everybody else is not responsible, and that's how we socialize everybody else. We're talking about the women and the children, of course. The man is responsible. So, in a marriage, the man will stay in an uncomfortable marriage. A woman will not. And if a woman is uncomfortable in the marriage, she will either go cheat or she will divorce. More than likely, she'll do both because she can. And we're having marriage coaches and dating experts are now coming out the woodworks, revealing that the women are really just not putting any effort into the relationships anymore, which is kind of staggering for them, because their whole point of their profession, if you want to call it that, is that they are trying to get the woman to work towards a relationship so they get their payoff, right? Well, if the woman isn't working on the relationship, there is no payoff. There is no marriage. There is no wedding planner. There is no baby shower, right? All of these things are jobs that women have. And if you don't have those things, then a lot of women are going to be put out of business. And they are. Tell me what you think about the list. Thank you all for watching. Please donate if you. It just takes $5 from all of you who watch. I mean, that's literally all I need. I don't need. If somebody wants to pony up $500, they can. But it just takes $5 from all of you, from each one of you. It's so easy. Thank you all for watching.